हम्म, यो अच्छा भाई कैसे हो? मैंने वारका की क्वेस्ट स्टार्ट कर दी थी, इससे पहले वाली मैं चालू कर दी थी बस। और बीच में बाइजू के लेवल अप मटेरियल इकट्ठा किया। बाइजू में 80 ले जाने का सोच रहा था।
Sure.
Witness my magnificent.
नहीं, वारका पे आई डोंट थिंक पुल करूंगा। पुल करने का फायदा है वारका।
Fill me in. What's the situation?
इतनी अच्छी नॉट क्राई टीम दे दिया, वापस तुम मॉनस्टार्ट के कैरेक्टर्स पे जाओ।
We ran into resistance almost as soon as we set off. Albedo said we should split into 2 teams and continue searching while he and the others kept the Wild Hunt occupied.
Good call. Locating the wolf spirit fragment is our key objective. I would have made the same decision.
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much too. Now, both search teams are in big trouble. Oh, I brought a map. This should make things clearer. Before we ran into trouble, this is the search area we decided on. The 2 teams are holed up here and here. They should have a clear idea of the fragment's location by now.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right now.
Okay, so
That just leaves us with,
The logistics company is standing by.
Hanefa.
Designated drop point reached. Initiating situation report. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But after learning of the situation on the front line, they requested to be dispatched immediately.
Amazing. Just in the nick of time.
Hey, seeing as you can fly and all, shouldn't you be the one out here delivering messages?
I regret to say that without the workshop's catapult, and with my short-distance propulsion module on cooldown, I will only be able to return to the battlefield after another 5 minutes. The logistics company has very limited provisions.
Both. Once one team has been rescued, the remaining forces will be free to support the other. We'll move out immediately.
Sure thing. Leave it to me.
मैं सोच रहा हूँ, नहीं बट मैं फ्लिंस निकालूं या फिर एस्कॉर्पियन निकालूं? और ज़्यादा प्रीमियम्स नहीं है। C1 फ्लिंस ठीक रहेगा या एस्कॉर्पियन?
Something's not right. The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting any weaker as the battle goes on. Are they getting reinforcements from somewhere? Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company, scout out the area.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified
Good. Wait for my...
Logistics company, deploy!
goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. They keep coming from that mist, wave after wave.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready. Is that the signal to say they're ready? It's showtime! Fall back! Yes, sir! Ready? Fire!
Brave Knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers, I thank you for your assistance.
There's no need to be so formal. When it comes to the Abyss, we're all in this together. Now, please tell me everything you've learned.
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
That's not exactly very narrow.
We split the search between us and the Knights. Maybe they'll be able to narrow it down further?
Either way, I was about to go lend them a hand next anyway. Can I count on your help?
It would be our pleasure, Mr. Varka.
We've run right through our supplies. We'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that tries to stage a comeback. Now that they've lost their numerical advantage, they're no match for us. Focus on supporting the other team.
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
They've had us penned in so far, but now you're here. Maybe we can try getting to the source, which is hidden in the mist. That way, we should be able to cut off the Wild Hunt's reinforcements.
Oh yeah? Then we'll leave that to you. Hey, everyone hear that? We need to hold the line. Time to give them a taste of the Knights of Favonia's fighting spirit.
Yes, sir.
Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist. If we destroy that, the Wild Hunt won't be able to summon any more reinforcements.
Knights of Favonian, charge!
Ooh, I'm glad that's finally over. Use this time to catch your breath and fill me in on everything you've learned.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're finally our target.
I'll say. We're sure to face fierce resistance from the Wild Hunt, though. Do you still have the strength to keep fighting with us?
Absolutely. Good to go, Grandmaster.
Much obliged. All right, the target is just up ahead. Move out! The hiding in the mist trick again. These guys must be easily amused. You all know the drill. The Knights of Favonius will engage the enemy while the Lightkeepers dispel the mist. Everyone, follow my signals.
Yes, sir!
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
That's gonna leave a scar.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Warriors sweeping in! Up the ante! Up the ante! The hiding in the mist trick again. These guys, you all know the drill.
Yes, sir!
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Time to counterattack!
Up the ante! Up the ante!
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
The ante!
Ugh, this wild hunt doesn't know when to give up. Traveler!
Mr. Varka, leave this to us.
Just like last time. Only a Knight of Boreas can deal with a wolf spirit, right?
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster. We can hold our own.
Ha, that's the spirit. Stay on your toes and make the Knights of Favonius proud. Either we all march back to Mondstadt together, or no one does. The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
It seems you have collected them all, Knight of Boreas.
Yeah, and with no corrupted fragments or ambushes along the way. I have to commend your chivalry, Sir Roland.
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. Were this body not a false one created by the Wild Hunt, nor would I countenance those monsters to taint our duel with their presence. If you need a moment to rest, take it. Victory will be mine, regardless of whether the path to it is the one I would wish for.
Save your breath! If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish. Then let us settle our unfinished duel, here and now.
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert I'm worried about. You still alive?
For a moment there, I thought I might never taste the sweet wine of Mondstadt again.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us. We can take care of ourselves.
You're the only one still standing. Honorary Knight, find the Grand Master.
We can't lose our Varka! Please! You have to find him!
It seems
Yeah.
a true knight. If you need,
Save your breath! If you want to fight, let's fight!
as you
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us.
You're the only one still.
We can't lose our Varka!
This duel your plan. Andreas's question. Boreas's answer. Your plan is doomed to fail. How can a helpless lamb hope to tame the heart of a wolf when the wolf has seen through the lambs? Though the false path may be wide and welcoming, only destruction lies at its end. It is time to crush your futile hope! It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the Abyss, Knight of Boreas. One day you will understand that the only righteous path for those of true virtue is the path of darkest truths.
For the next part, it's over to you, Outlander who caught the wind. The sword is... Looks like I'm no longer in reality. There's no way back. And all that lies ahead is the wolf's maw. Huh. Guess the only way is through. A Favonius sword? Who left this here?
Lonely warrior. Take me to see him.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Maria sweeping in! Stormwind! Stormwind! Charge! Stormwind!
Is this the Fair Shadow?
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles. On me!
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice.
Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies!
Stormwind!
Here.
Stormwind! Maria sweeping in! Stormwind! Stormwind! Stormwind!
My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter. I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
Your path cannot end here. You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if if you had an army of 10,000 men. In the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior. Step forward.
Is this the heart of the wolf? Roland!
After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn, utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and brighter than ever before.
Knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them. How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request... I shall do as you wish, Knight of Boreas.
Huh. You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't seem half as crazed as the memories contained in the wolf spirit.
Not once have I strayed from the righteous path. But when I look at you, I do not see a hero capable of slaying dragons. Just a lost soul who has wandered far too long. A shadow of the knight you once were.
I guess we have that much in common. Neither of us are at our peak.
The Rayhir of Solmari's forces have been defeated. And the Roland you see is but an imperfect image cast by the Abyss. I wield the power that Roland did at his peak, but my heart and mind remain frozen in that blood-stained moment. Therefore, I, in my current form, am flawed. A knight cannot bear their own stagnation. After redeeming you from injustice, and guiding your surrender to the Abyss, I shall rectify myself, and continue to follow the knightly path.
Huh. The world out there can bear no more of your torment. Your obsession, clearly, remains exactly as I had imagined. I suppose there's no chance to make you see the light.
No words can make a knight doubt his convictions, no matter how noble they may sound. Neither of us will sway the other, but you have long known this truth. Otherwise, why would you pin all your hopes on Boreas' single thought?
So actually वो क्या रहा है कि रोलैंड realized कि मतलब about the destruction of Khanria, है ना. तो जब उसको पता चला कि all the monsters he's been slaying are just the injustice delivered by fate, that these guys didn't deserve to die and all that. So he took मतलब he changed sides and took the surrendered himself to the Abyss. And this is not him actually. This is his it's his image recreated by the Abyss, of his powers and all. Because he surrendered to the Abyss because he thought the destruction of Khanria made him surrender to the Abyss. I hope कुछ सुनाई दिया हो. Lol.
But now the blade that once housed the wolf spirit has been shattered, and all you hold is a phantom that bears its form. You no longer have the means to change the situation, and no one will come to your rescue. This place shall be your graveyard, lonely warrior.
Huh. Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't yours.
ये C3 है
Forgetting
बता.
where we are, this is the heart of Andreas, god of the North Wind. Andreas, can you hear me? Wake up! You are the great god of the North Wind. How long will you allow yourself to suffer the domination of the Abyss?
If this is your final gambit,
वही तो
I am most
C3 वार कर दिया है. मतलब सोचो कितना कमजोर है.
Grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon miracles.
एक बंदा
This
बोल रहा
world
था
shows
कि
no such
C1
mercy
फ्लिंक्स
to its
निकाल लो. मैंने बोला मैं
inhabitants.
सॉफ्टवेयर निकालूं या C1 फ्लिंक्स.
Return to the ley lines. This is my choice. My memory. Is this the answer that I found at my journey's end?
Andreas, at long last, I have delivered your token back into your heart.
The Night of Boreas.
हाँ ये बात भी है.
Watch on. This is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind.
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord of Wolves.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines. But why? Your sword is broken. You no longer have the means to bear his soul. Unless... surely not.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage, devour, and assimilate a mortal heart. As if human and wolf were being forcefully merged into one.
Oh my god, his soul is inside Varka.
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god, this is a path that cannot be retraced. Yet, I shall not dissuade a knight from embarking on the quest of his own choosing. Your heart, your soul, they are collapsing. Now I see.
Oh
You
my
were
God.
wondering how a lamb could tame the heart of a wolf, isn't that right? Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the heart.
The wolf spirit within the sword was merely a decoy. The true thoughts and memories were carried within your heart. To avoid arousing my suspicion, you deliberately allowed Lupus Boreas' soul to assimilate your own, then be devoured by me. But how did you have the strength to fight while bearing such a great burden?
Compared to Lupus Boreas' decision, my sacrifice is nothing.
You have a stubborn will,
Oh my.
and employed an exceptional strategy. But this is not the way a true knight fights. The choice you have made is a flawed one. Your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joins the ley lines, you too will fall.
Oh my god.
Neither Barbados nor the Traveler will be able to anchor your soul from within the ley lines, let alone rescue you. You have lost, and so have I. Regrettably, I can no longer offer you salvation. May your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Haha, lonely? Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that, unlike the true Roland of the past, I still have fine wine and good friends to get back to. They're looking forward to my triumphant return. I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You got mail!
ओह वेंटी कुछ कर रहा है. मेल कट सीन.
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
All this lore is just wants beautiful Varka.
Come on, Mondstadt.
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka.
To Varka.
Family.
No pig
call.
That's why he needed the letters.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind.
I thought
Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka. Go Varka! He's the right to
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
oh, this cutscene is so nice.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
A knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone.
Right back at you, Varka.
North wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Oh, there's a timer? Oh, bhai. Oh, I'm enjoying this. And I'm in it.
Leave us all too.
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
Freeze! Thunder!
Oh my god, this is getting cool.
Try to keep up!
another new dawn. Fate's chosen Varka.
One final battle!
This is cool. Did we meet Captain in this quest? नहीं, like cut scenes थे कि मतलब back story, flashbacks की, you know, we met Captain before और हमने उससे plan discuss किया था, that thing. इस quest में particularly नहीं मिले.
Walk forward and do not look back.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name.
After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on. But they can wait until you're back.
Combat design अच्छा है. They let you use all the element types.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius. But I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
Oh.
All the fallen knights की swords.
I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I? I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life.
Since he's the Knight of Boreas, Wolf's Greystone. Yeah.
I'll deliver that letter
for Andreas
on your behalf.
The Bloodstained Knight. वेनेसा का होगा नहीं, एंड्रियस का था, क्योंकि जब हमने वुल्स ग्रेस्टोन उठाई थी तब एंड्रियस का स्पिरिट हमारे साथ आया था, इसलिए. वेनेसा की वो थी फेवोनियस.
I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you. Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead.
20, you better do some cool stuff. Where is he? Windrise.
Hey everyone. It's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Oh, this is such a nice picture. अरे यार स्क्रीनशॉट लेना होता है तब नहीं आते. हाँ, लोहेन था इस क्वेस्ट में. He has a very funny voice. मतलब he is a very.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
He reminds me of child a little bit. कि मतलब you know उसको लड़ना है, भिड़ना है. You know he's all about the action.
Yeah. I'm home.
Act 1. Please give me something to eat.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember.
Hello, कैसे हो भाई?
So, is there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your chance before I get dragged off to the office.
Peak भाई आप हो? Where's our traveler skin? अरे पता नहीं.
My future. Huh.
बहुत बढ़िया.
You may already have learned of this from Barbados or the Hexen Circle, but I glimpsed a reflection of the future in Barbarloth's scryglass. Correct. Although as things stand now, I believe we may have changed the course of the future.
कुछ दिन क्या हो
Thanks
गए
in no
पीक
small
भाई को
part to
बोलने.
you.
नहीं मतलब वो एक्साइटमेंट कहाँ है? एक्साइटमेंट वाली बात नहीं है वो. मैं मतलब कंफ्यूज हो गया था कि मतलब है ना मतलब वही हो कि कोई मतलब.
Still, after I've tied up some loose ends with the Knights of Favonius, I'll need to make another trip back north. There's still a lot of work to be done at the Nagcry stronghold.
और कुछ नहीं.
Besides, the first group of knights who volunteered to stay there have yet to be relieved of their duty.
बधाई हो.
How could I
मेरे को
simply
मिठाई
abandon
चाहिए.
them?
यह फ्री वेलकम देता. अच्छा जी एडवांस बाकी बिट सेट वगैरह देने. ओके फिर रुक जाओ मिठाई रोक दो फिर पहले एडवांस निकाल लो.
Your main reason for going back to Nagcry is so you can dump all your work here on Gene again, isn't it? Wait, seriously?
I'm only pulling your leg. You'll be seeing a lot more of me in Mondstadt from
वेलकम
now
दे दो
on.
मेरा ईमेल आईडी कि मैं गेम ना खेल सकूं. मेरा जी फोर्स वगैरह सब बंद पड़ा. कोई बात नहीं उसको उठा लो कहीं से लॉगिन कर लो है ना. उसमें से ईमेल आईडी चेंज कर लो एक बार लॉगिन करके एक दो जगह से.
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. Just how I remember. My future. Huh. You may already have learned of this.
अरे ये तो देखा ही.
Correct. Although, still, after I've tied up some loose ends with the Knights of Favonius. Besides, the first group of knights who volunteered to stay there have yet to be
How noble. But be honest, your main
नहीं
reason
हो
for
रहा.
going back to
पासवर्ड बदल के
Nagcry
अपने
is so
ऑफिस
you
के
can dump
पीसी
all
में
your
डाल
work
रखी
here
है
on
अपना
Gene
आईडी.
again, isn't it?
रिकवर भी नहीं हो सकती. ये भगवान. उनके एक बार ऑफिस जाके कुछ हैक वैक मार दो.
Wait, seriously?
I'm old. It's been a while since I felt this
स्टीम भी
wind
नहीं
on my
चल रहा.
face.
लॉल.
Just how I remember.
तुम्हारा स्टीम चल रहा
So,
for some reason.
is
लॉल.
there anything you'd like to talk about? Now's your all right then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little longer. For all the wine in the world, there's no feeling as intoxicating as the wind from your hometown after a long time away.
ओ भाई बड़े अच्छे. ओके बड़ी सीरियस क्वेस्ट थी लेकिन तो लाइक क्या खरीद लिया. एक सेकंड लाइट गई थी।
I know.
हेलो, एक सेकंड, एक सेकंड। ली ला 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 लू ला, ली ला लू। सॉरी, लाइट चली गई थी। सब हैं। BF6 क्या होता है? बड़े गलत टाइम पे लाइट गई। 999 की पिंग यार, 999 की पिंग। सिक्स नहीं खरीदा मैंने। BF बैटलफील्ड 6 वो रेड सेक है, वो BF6 दिखा रहा है। हाँ, कोलम्बीना भी है। हाँ, अभी कोलम्बीना मस्ट पुल हो गई थी, बिकॉज यू नो बैनर, मतलब वो सबको सब दे देती है पुराने नए कैरेक्टर्स को।
Close your eyes. To dust.
अब तुम्हारा अकाउंट भी लॉगिन नहीं कर सकते, नहीं तो मैं कोलम्बीना के बैनर में ट्राई मारता तुम्हारे लिए ही सही। ऐसे ही पड़ा। अरे होंकाई में तो भाई अभी 50। अरे मेरी लाइट चली गई क्या फिर से? दी दा 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 दी दा दी दी दा दो दी दा 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 दी दा दी दी दा दी दो। दा काम आएगा, ये सब कुछ काम नहीं आने वाला, वेरी ऑनेस्टली। फिर लाइट तो नहीं गई? हाँ ठीक है, चलो मैं जाता अब। बाय द वे स्ट्रीम फिर से गई। स्ट्रीम इसलिए गई थी क्योंकि वो मैं वाईफाई पे स्विच कर रहा था मैं। बट थैंक यू आने के लिए अंश भाई। मुझे तुम्हारी टेंशन भी हो रही थी, बहुत दिन से बात नहीं हो रही थी, तो अच्छा हुआ। बस सबूत देता रहा करो कि हो लॉल बीच बीच में। अरे ये स्ट्रीम पीछे नहीं होती, लाइव स्ट्रीम है। अरे अभी एंड करूँगा, फिर रिवाइंड में तुम देख सकते हो। ऑल वेल। हाँ, कि बहुत महीने 2 महीने से बात नहीं हो रही थी ना, तो मुझे थोड़ी सी टेंशन ही हो रही थी। मतलब एक हाय हेलो भी नहीं पता चल रहा था। वही, मतलब एटलीस्ट एक अपडेट होना रहना चाहिए, बाकी कुछ नहीं। TG क्या है? टेलीग्राम सही है। नॉवेल्स तो मज़ेदार होते हैं। बाय द वे कैरेक्टर्स दिखाओ क्या क्या ले लिया। ऐसे कुछ नया नहीं लिया। देखो, एक कोलम्बीना बाद में आई, फ्लिंस बाद में आया, है ना। न्यू विलेट की स्किन ले ली मैंने, जो बेसिकली राइसली की स्किन का एक वर्जन है, जो न्यू विलेट को दे दिया है इन्होंने, है ना। हाँ न्यू, ठीक है। राइसली इस अकाउंट पे ले लिया मैंने, ठीक है। भैयाटो मैंने क्रॉनिकल विश बैनर में ले लिया था। ये 4 स्टार, आई डोंट नो, आई नो तुमने देखी हो नहीं हो, है ना। बेनेट की स्किन आ गई थी तुम्हारे सामने,
Benny's adventure team assemble!
ना, ठीक है। और कौन देखी है ना। कहाँ गया। हाँ, एक ये नया कैरेक्टर आया था, इलुआ करके, है ना। एक इस बार का लैंटर्न राइड बहुत अच्छा था। याओ याओ की स्किन आई थी इस बार। अच्छा वो जो मिलिएस्ट्रा एक करके एक नया मोड आया है उसमें मतलब तुम अपने खुद के कैरेक्टर्स को कैरेक्टर्स आ गए हैं उसमें। मैंने एक ये स्किन हॉर्स के कपड़ों की कपड़े उन्होंने दिए हैं सबको क्योंकि ईयर ऑफ द हॉर्स था ना इस बार। रोब्लॉक्स जैसा मोड निकाल दिया इन्होंने मिलिएस्ट्रा वंडरलैंड नाम का। अपोथेकेरी डायरीज नाम की एनिमे है। अरे वो दिख रही है आओ यार। अरे अपोथेकेरी डायरीज का यार अगला सीजन कब आएगा यार? 2 सीजन बहुत ही मज़ेदार थे। लास्ट वाले सीजन में जो एंडिंग हुई थी ना भाई, ओह गॉड मज़ा आ गया। वो जो मतलब लास्ट में उसने बच्चों को भी बचा लिया। बट इसी साल आएगी ना? हाँ ये हमने कंप्लीट कर लिया है। आई थिंक अभी इस पैच का हमने मतलब इवेंट को छोड़ के मेन स्टोरी अपन ने आज ही ख़त्म कर लिया। आज ही आया था नया पैच। मैंने तो वो नॉवेल ख़त्म कर दिया था जिनशियन मामा। अच्छा अरे यार फिर मेरे को टेलीग्राम पे लिंक भेजना, मेरे को देखना है एंडिंग क्या है। ऑब्वियसली थोड़ा बहुत चेंज करेंगे बट एनिमेट होने में 3-4 साल लगेंगे। अरे यार मैं फिर महंगाई पढ़ लूँगा यार। आई कांट वेट। अभी स्टोरी ख़त्म नहीं हुई है। कोलंबिना की स्टोरी बहुत अच्छी थी, वेरी अनएक्सपेक्टेड। यू विल लव द स्टोरी।
Be silent.
अच्छा स्पाइडी हो क्या? हाँ फ्लिंस का कॉन्स्टेलेशन लूँ या स्कॉर्पियर लूँ? मैंने एडिट देखा था वो रोबोट वाली सैंड्रो ने मर गई ना, बट वो आएगी वो क्रायो मतलब लीक्स के हिसाब से। स्कर्क भी अच्छी है बट एस्कॉफियर फिर स्कर्क, क्योंकि स्कर्क का क्या है ना फिर स्कर्क की अलग टीम बनानी पड़ेगी ना। स्कर्क भी अच्छी है। चलो बाय याद रखना, मुझे याद ही करता हूँ तुम्हें। मेरे अकाउंट में ग्राइंड करते रहो। अरे द टीम ऑलरेडी बोथ अगर स्कर्क और एस्को है तो ना, यू ऑलरेडी हैव द टीम ऑलरेडी अगर वो स्कर्क एंड एस्को है तो ओके ठीक है। वेट करता हूँ, वेट करने में ही भलाई है। वारका इज फन बट वारका इज वारका। एक नया रिएक्शन आया है, लूनर रिएक्शन आ गए हैं अब, जो बहुत अच्छा डैमेज देते हैं। ध्यान रखना अंश भाई, है ना? याद रखता हूँ मैं, तुमको बहुत याद करता हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है। स्कर्क, एस्कॉफियर, फुरीना, मोना और शिंगचू। ओके फुरीना, मोना, शिंगचू है। वारका नॉट पुलिंग, वारका नॉट वाइफू। नहीं वारका अच्छा नहीं खेलता, वरना अच्छा कैरेक्टर मतलब उतना अच्छा नहीं है। नॉट क्राई वालों ने पावर क्रीप करके रखा है, तो फ्लिंस बहुत स्ट्रांग है ना? अनएक्सपेक्टेडली बहुत स्ट्रांग है। मुझे तो बस अच्छा लगा था इसलिए मैंने पुल किया था, बट ही इज़ वेरी स्ट्रांग, है ना? 1-2 कैरेक्टर और आए थे, लॉमा वगैरह, वो भी काफ़ी अच्छे थे, है ना? नॉट क्राई के कैरेक्टर्स काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग है। अहम नहीं, वैसे भी आज मैं परफेक्शन फॉर पुलिंग मेल कैरेक्टर्स इन माई अकाउंट। ठीक लॉल। जो प्रीमोस से फ्लिंस कौन चाहिए वो प्रीमोस से इनेफा ट्राई करना। हाँ ये बात तो सही है यार। इनेफा का बैनर बिल्कुल मेरी नाक के नीचे से निकल गया यार। थोड़े से पुल्स और गलती की तब वेल्किन इकट्ठा करके इनेफा ले लेनी थी। एक टीम का टेंशन तो ख़त्म होता। नहीं कोलम्बीना तो मुझे निकालनी भी नहीं थी, बट उसका किट इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग था कि कोलम्बीना के बिना मतलब गेम बेकार है अभी फ़िलहाल। I went for C1 so I didn't go for weapon and you have the weapon so don't go C1। अच्छा स्टार हिल दिखाओ। देखो ये तो हो गया। हॉन्क वेयर विंड्स मीट करके एक गेम आया है अंज भाई, चाहो तो स्टार्ट कर दो ना, नए अकाउंट से नई ईमेल आईडी से। चलो चला गया। अच्छा वो पेपर खराब तैयारी में नुकसान होता, मैं ऊट पटांग सलाह दे रहा हूँ। मैं थोड़ी देर में आता हूँ कि हाँ ठीक है कोई बात नहीं। वैसे भी दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी वेरी बोरिंग फॉर सम टाइम। आई थिंक आई विल म्यूट इट फॉर सम टाइम। थोड़ी देर खुद को
Beaches, memories, save, learn.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Cyrene has pink hair, sharp ears.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning.
Cry, child. Cry aloud. Let your voice reach Oryx.
Cyrene is a girl, a priest. Easy. I can.
Anyway, I don't like tears. But the name Id Zelizii came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. Yet, you always seem so happy.
Cyrene.
Of course. Because so, I grew up to be gentle as well.
Cyrene is easy.
Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. But even if all is lost to the wind, some things won't easily change. Like my height, Treebe's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty.
Cyrene. She can't grow up, but she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is, at the end of every sentence, always laughing, like a little tail. Simple. Got it!
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey, so come on. cheer up a bit, okay?
Cyrene was crying when she was born. Fragile. Transparent. Like a crystal. Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. Soft. Pink. Like a flower. The later memories disappeared? Invisible? Or disappeared? Ah! I got it! Is this a blank space? So, next Cyrene is blank space. Then, as long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will always be blank space. And Peach will always be here. I see. I get it. I get it all. Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them all.
So weird. I can't see you, but I get this feeling that you grew up.
Hi. Miss me yet?
Welcome back.
It just feels like you are a bit more mature.
Okay.
Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Like you. Now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. Also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today. A story I wrote myself. Quick, sit down.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now.
Once upon a time, there was a flawless crystal flower that sparkled with light. Like Peach's every story. How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? A little fairy was curious and wanted to know. But it looked and looked only to find the crystal flower flawless. Round, and in that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came until one day, to their surprise, the crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. The little fairy was so sad, but it was a good light, and I knew it was love. Love brings everything together, and it brought you and me together. So Peach and I will always be together.
What a nice fairy tale.
I'm giving it to you. I hope to turn it into a story we write together.
Okay, then I'll probably make a small adjustment to suit my tastes. I'm thinking that when the flower broke, then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart.
Doesn't have a heart?
It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have to include the fairy's impurities. And the crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off and bloomed in solitude. But should a flower like this be called love?
But then...
That's not true. The crystal flower fell. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was not an accident. It was the flower declaring rebellion against. Then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds the reflection of their eyes. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have a heart. And the flower would finally understand what love is.
Peach's words. But it's fine. Why didn't I think of this? I don't need to do it alone. I can ask Peach to teach me. What is love? What is love meant?
Electrical signals.
That's...
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with create. Not having a consciousness means not having the foundation of a heart. However, that does not hinder the factors from learning and recognizing emotional in a strange twist of fate. Philia Zero be remembrance. An empathy mechanism focused on the self and equipped with lament was the factor closest to this form.
The daughter of Ide Silicii. I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak, powerless, and only targeting myself. But now, my good friend, I want to tell you that it's the most romantic force in the world. Sometimes, it's loneliness and unease. It's knowing that this world is not gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful form by the world. Sometimes, it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, yet wanting to remember the past in a more beautiful way. And sometimes, it's a bottomless well of hurt, a destruction that can stain the entire. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the Black Tide's vessel. For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything and mute it. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost,
बहुत ही dialogue.
carefully picking out stories. And look at these stories I wrote. Every page is full of tenderness and joy, but only the author knows how much struggle and agony lie beyond the pages. But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. I only tell stories that people like to hear. In them, the world tucks away its scars and smiles for all to see. My entire life spent inside this little story. I can't wipe away my tears, and I can't bring the world victory. But maybe, in these unchanging retellings of the story, I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear, warm and wet, and that tear would fall and create the first ripples. Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflected in that ripple. It'll be all the remembrances within this story. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a fact. But how could a dream feel so real? But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream? But I haven't learned how to dream.
Indeed. That's why I believe all this is real. The moment the crystal flower fell, that genuine shiver, that's the mover of life.
Formatting progress. 23.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would write down a beautiful new world with stars and flowers. And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrances pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn. You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back. I'll study really hard about what you
Right. But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that I love them. That I love everything in this saga. The story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius.
I still don't get it. But I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet.
Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. I want my words to be like pebbles falling into a pond, dropped from the past to send ripples into the future. In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears that are destined to fall. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gazes upon you, you'll only reply to them with love and a smile.
Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before.
Interesting.
You think so too, right?
I'll read and you'll listen, like I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud, while you will depart and hold that star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final, and our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance, and they shall become the epic known as I've Written.
And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now.
Huh?
Mimi?
So, the light that tore through the chaos illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. But I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I? Do you remember that I was also worried Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other? Either way, could you please let me— I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me and her. Every one of her. Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always just right. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away. Now, all the footsteps of the Flame Chasers and the Trailblaze have come together within this book. As I've written, becoming the source of power for Emphorius's heart. A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning. For the two halves to rejoin, and for the scepter to become complete again. And what happens after that? Maybe I can create a miracle, and instantly turn the black tide into a pink sea of stars. Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a either way. I no longer wish to be a silent onlooker. That way, I can also put aside all my worries and truly become Cyrene. The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. It's as if I can hear the sound of my heart beating. Remember this moment, friend.
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone, including themselves. Philia 093 persevered for 30 million cycles and tirelessly gave the Demiurge memories of Emphorius, only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown Demiurge would be able to fight against their other half. Iron Tomb.
Then, Philia 093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory, and thus the empty heart began its journey to return to its...
As an experimental factor, Philia 093 originally could only recognize and output information in a set format. She managed to nourish a real heart. A heart with the capacity to influence the erudition.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, it's also more powerful than it has ever been. There's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges.
What a pity. When the truth's not only that, madam, when 30 million cycles, it's simple. An anti-creator.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia 093, even after—
The facts above only await the arrival of the fourth instant Xandar 1 Kuwabara.
Huh. You branded Droidhead as a failure with your own hands, yet you still expect them to prove— I pity you, Sam.
Let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want, and paint the future and direct them to complete.
What hubris.
No one understands failure better. For the first genius, failure is simply the beginning of the next inquiry. You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man.
That's excellent.
Oh.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. I'll have you watch me perform the final step to overturn your proof. It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be quiet and let me borrow your head. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break Iron Tomb's seal. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet, Senior Society member.
Dangerous, oppressive, chaotic.
The view's pretty good here.
Just a moment, please.
I see.
Anyone Anyone with eyes can see that.
You know what I think about this, Herta. Whether it succeeds or fails, your plan...
Can't you see what's going on?
What are you two going on about? If you want to stop me, be quick about it. I'm in a hurry. I'll take that silence as a no.
As your enemy, but should your sudden inspiration bring more I won't mind witnessing it with my...
You will initiate the destruction's chain reaction.
But you will also become the...
It's been so long, and we've all failed so many times. Even now, moments before the horrible and inescapable instant within Droidhead's calculations arise. The cherished children of the erudition. The geniuses lauded by all. Is curiosity the only thing we can feel, even at moments like this? Well, it's not so bad. Now let the lock become the key. Geniuses who walk the stars. The cosmos has reached a moment where its very existence hangs in the balance. I, Herta, Genius Society number 83, hereby summon you. I request a society meeting to be held immediately. We shall serve the grandest cause with the most macroscopic ideas.
There's no such thing as unity.
Indeed. A meeting has only been held 3 times in the societies. The first meeting had 2 attendees. After the Emperor was assassinated, the second meeting had 7 attendees. How many will respond this time?
I thought you were not going to involve me in this topic anymore, Herta.
It really is this little witch. I shouldn't have made the bet with you, Poca.
I've been waiting for you to offer yourself up.
Goodness gracious me! So many familiar faces. We even have a special guest. It's that greatest failure of a genius, Xandar.
What a noisy gathering this is.
Not bad. More people showed up than I expected. Even though one is just here for the fun of it. Either way, the person I was hoping for most is here.
Stephen Lloyd declined the invitation. He needs to focus on attacking and defending, and cannot attend the meeting.
That's fine, he doesn't need to be here anyway. Let's skip the boring introductions and cut to the chase. Folks, this is not a discussion, but an announcement. Though the Society has never been united, we still observe at least one basic courtesy. We don't interfere with each other's research topics. So listen up, all of you. Conquering Iron Tomb is my research topic. I will personally take over Scepter Delta Me-13 in 1.5 system hours and stop the destruction. If the front line falls, I will immediately overclock the Scepter and complete self-coronation in Iron Tomb's place, and interface myself with Droidhead.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. You mad woman. That's like watching you tap dance on Polka's spotless white sheets right after she's washed them.
Very bold. You want to...
If Rupert dared to do that, why shouldn't I? I've got the prototype scepter, the father of Noose, and the brain of a genius.
Never mind the success rate, little witch.
We're all smart people here, so I'll just say it straight. Strike at erudition. I'll change the anchor points for the 4th instant and move the future of the cosmos in a direction I want.
I knew it. Another genius who confuses cause with effect.
What do you think about this, Lord of Silence? You know you're signing your death sentence right here.
Of course I do. There'll even be 2 copies of the verdict. One that I wrote myself, and another one coming from you. That's why I wanted you to be in this meeting. Now I can tell you, I don't care about all that. Consider this a threat. Either put down your scalpel or die with the entire cosmos. The only goal I have for this meeting is to ask all of you to put aside your pride and not cause me any trouble.
Huh. What a naive little girl.
What are you laughing at?
I am glad, no matter if it was to destroy the erudition or to rewrite the instance, we both chose the same road. We will defy the god who marked the limits of humanity.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Then, to celebrate us coming to a fundamental agreement, I will prepare a stage for your performance. Listen well, geniuses who came as of 2 nanoseconds ago. I have passed Herta's decision to all the Xandars in the universe. We will become her representatives and stop all external interferences targeting her.
What are you playing at?
My reasons, curiosity. That is all, madam.
Am I going to clash blades with the first genius? What a pleasant surprise. Now that our positions are clear, it's time for this boring meeting to end. Good luck, little girl.
Did you all just treat me as a side character? Darn it. But anyways, I'm just here for the fun.
As the ghost of the quantum domain, it is my duty to observe. So, if you're happy to bring me a tea set from planet Screw'em, then I wouldn't mind giving you a helping hand, little witch.
After everything's over, come visit me and taste some of my freshly baked desserts.
I knew you'd say something like that.
I always give the same response to plans that exceed the limits of mathematical calculation.
I don't know. Right?
Those 3 words, though seemingly graceless, contain all the wisdom in the entire known cosmos.
Well, we passed the Society's trial. I hope you hold up your end of the bargain, Senior Society member.
Lycurgus may not be trustworthy. Farewell, juniors. You no longer need to...
Wait, huh?
Lord Lycurgus?
Yes. I shall witness the end of the world in the role of Theoros. As a character.
I really don't...
Perhaps you've heard me say this many times, Herta. But I still would like to reiterate that it's a great honor to work with.
I did hear this many times, and I've responded to you many times in the same way. I'm allergic to pleasantries. Keep at it, and I might go into shock.
Stephen's work is done. Let's get ready.
I've been ready for ages. Let's open up a path for our allies. Most heroes' journeys in the universe are just dice tosses they threw on a whim. But make them see clearly. Your answer is already different. Amphorius.
Indeed, for this world so deeply loved, we'll write an ending, unlike any that ever was.
Never thought I'd one day be riding a train that's literally the incarnation of him.
I wonder what the real Astral Express feels like. Hopefully not this... bumpy.
Finally. We're here. Dust and sand in the air.
This heat is brutal.
You could say this prison was forged from Finance's fury.
But fury never lasts forever. That's why we're here.
Let's embark on the final flame chase journey.
So this is what lies at the end of the West Wind. A ravaged battlefield. I've been waiting for you. Heroes from beyond the sky. Trailblazers of the Astral Express.
Looks like I don't need to explain anything.
I am the god of strife, mighty of Castrum Kremnos. In this body rests 30 million lifetimes of cause and effect. We, the last of the 12 Titans, stand ready to fight for the world's destiny. Indeed, that the past remains vivid in my mind. And you, the third.
Well, I guess that means her sacrifice.
She was the first ripple. Since you've taken up her pen, then write. Stand with us. Then, inscribe her name in the epilogue of the epic. In this final battle, Calamity shall stand with Amphorius. This battlefield is a testament to the death we fought tooth and nail to defend them.
The earth beneath our feet is dead.
Across 30 million cycles, it is exactly that last flicker of in this life. The song of strife shall not end in a final watch over. I am Mighty Mos, the lance for the destruction's eternal end.
I'm on it. I choose you.
The future will come. Get them.
Is that all? We can do anything!
For tomorrow.
I'm fine.
Protect me!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
I'll accept your punishment.
The future will come.
Is that all?
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Sun, tear the sky!
I'll accept your punishment.
Quench the flames with blood. Remember agony! Empty shell!
चलो, we are moving.
Whoa, he's so strong! We didn't even get a chance to jump in.
Sadly, our golden blood shares its origin with Iron Tomb. I fear that.
You mean...
To destroy the destruction itself, we must stand as... Take this. The signet of Kremnos. And the perfect material to be turned into remembrance. You can do it, right?
The weight of 30 million lifetimes of duty is no small burden.
So, you're not coming with us?
Come now. I am strife. Scattered across all creation, the scar that this world needs. What stands before you is merely one of countless divine bodies. Take the signet. With it, I'll be with you always. In the name of the mortal, mighty, champion of strife, this soul rises to the stars for glory and freedom, to have his wish fulfilled. March on, heroes. March into the abyss and fulfill that long-cherished wish of Amphorius. And then, upon this broken and charred land, build anew a city of prosperity.
A will forged in ice never falters! I choose you! We can do anything! A future will come!
Give me strength!
I'm fine.
Mimi!
For tomorrow!
Mimi!
Get there! I'm fine. A future will come!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Zephyro. Sounds like someone fused me and the little prince into one man. Oh, finally! Gray mystery! And... you two, ladies, really look alike, huh? Hold on. Let me guess. This pink-haired one. You've gotta be the first new spore. Mr. Meow! Demurge. Right, and this one with the flower. Gotta be little Marge from the Express crew, huh?
Do we really look that alike?
He's saying we're both special in our own way, right?
Relax, I'm just kidding. Look at those gloomy faces. Oh, let me share some good news with you. This place may... Look, I dug 3,000 feet down.
A golden...
Look familiar. It's from that little deliverer boy. If it's showing up here, it means only one thing. This ruin is the seal he built from the shattered remains of 30 million lifetimes.
There is no need to question your heart. That I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come.
I see. So This is how he trapped Iron Tomb to buy time for the world outside.
Sounds just like him. People say cats have 9 lives, but dying and coming back millions and millions of times. No one walks away from that in one piece. He's probably the only one who could have endured that. Of course. I knew ahead of time and gave him a heads up. He was happy. He even laughed in his sleep. After all, the dead can't hear Trickery's lies. Hey, Deliverer Boy. Sorry for before. But the heroes you were always holding out for, they're finally here now. So hang in there a bit longer. Sorry to keep you waiting all this time.
Please, join us, Cypher. Help us fight for a new sunrise tomorrow.
This time, its light will stand without lies.
Well, would you look at that? I ended up being one of the heroes after all, huh? Alright, then write it like this. Cypher, Trickery's traveler. All she ever wanted was for there to always be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil. And for even a thief to steal their way into legend. Here, take the coin of whimsy. When it's time to make a quick getaway, just toss it high into the sky. And for all you latecomers out there, listen up. She might have been a bit greedy. Well, well, if it isn't the little prince himself.
It's been a while, Lady Cypher.
It's not every day we get to walk the same road. We're one player short. When's Princess Homebuddy showing up?
So even this vessel, you've forged into a shackle. I'm glad to see you again, Mister.
Casterus.
Looking back, I had only one act of salvation to my name, to bring hope to a world so vast with these hands. Even in dream. I won't forget.
Flame Reaver. Why is he here?
This is the first Castellana, and Lord Finan's deepest wound. He remembered everything he bore through the fires of his fury. But when the embers faded, all that remained was cold regret. I've restrained countless vessels like this across endless cycles. But this one...
Maybe he's been waiting here. Just for us.
Waiting for his former enemies to stand before him again.
What answer does he hope for?
Well, even if I had to go through hundreds of billions of cells, let go of your regret, comrade. Its purpose is served. You don't need it anymore.
Hey, I'm not that accommodating, you know. You've never once pulled your punches. So pull yourself together, will you?
Yes.
across 30 million cycles, I ask you to rest here, and may this grieving soil bear the bloom of acceptance.
No earthquakes.
Perhaps Kozlana has found his peace.
There's another possibility.
Then, I suppose it's my time to set out with you. Please take this Antilla flower with you. I believe that if anything could speak, this ordinary, resilient bloom would be more than enough. Perhaps you remember, Lord Mighty, in that life to control what little you can, and when fate's inescapable grasp comes,
resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
I think I've done it. Casting off the name of death, Casterus, servant of the afterlife, and then live as a human and die as one.
Why so sentimental?
Sorry, a force of habit.
That's a big one. So, who's up for a show? Not budging an inch, huh? Really, Grayman?
Speaking of which, Miss Cypher...
Of course we do. Isn't the real issue that this thing's in the way?
Oh, right! It's my turn to shine now? Watch this! The fresh power of time!
Remember Orynyx's prayer?
Well, of course I do! Come on, give me some credit!
Lift the beddings of memory
And stir up ripples of past reverie! See? Way better than that guy, right?
You'd be even more impressive if you could recite the prayer correctly.
The beddings of memory does catch your attention.
At least it still rhymes.
So this was my childhood dream.
There's a whole garden down here?
Incredible. The energy in the Earth's veins here it's completely different.
This is the sweet dream Lady Cypher wove for him. A peaceful, gentle new world.
Look! The blade down here's already snapped.
Just like his mind. But that, yes. It's the world-cleansing blood, still shimmering.
This roundabout way of doing things is definitely him.
Golden light, tracing the way home.
Shame our destination's the exact opposite of the one in your poem.
All the pink lights have finally come together. I've been waiting so long for you, Grayy, Danny, and... So that makes 3 adorable pink-haired girls.
Huh? I told ya! Let someone else say that kind of stuff.
I'm glad we're all getting along so well.
Hyacinth, did you awaken this golden light?
That's Lord Finan's lingering divinity. The golden blood has not faded.
That That's one huge harp.
The strings tremble as the people on the surface wage war and cry out. Miss Clementine, Mr. Krateros, and countless others who have heeded Gray's call.
Amphorians need not bow, even when destiny is...
I knew you could all hear it too, standing here. The sky feels wider than ever. We'll take every name there with us. Won't we, Will?
An epic is shaped by the lives it carries. Or, as you've said before, right now, all that matters is to believe.
Then, I guess that's my little wish fulfilled. Pluck the strings, Hyacinth, healer of the sky. May the seven-hued melody weave a rainbow, bringing a rosy-fingered dawn to the children of humanity. When the rainbow rises across the horizon, even the darkest clouds of destiny shall scatter.
Feinen.
The melody, it's changed. He heard the voices of the people, but could no longer like a bird drawn home by it takes flight and find.
Is that all?
Light up the dawn.
Even this pure land is being tainted by the destruction. Shall we seek another way? His wisdom may be what we need.
You're here. Sooner than I expected. So all along, the Demiurge was you. The pink mammal beside the Trailblazer.
Your classification is pretty spot on, Professor Anaxa. Well, the sages of the Grove do call him the Titan with the sharpest eye in Euphorius.
Say the ones who keep dumping every problem child on me.
They also say that the Titans are way better at raising kids than the Caprists. With great power comes great responsibility.
It shouldn't be too hard for someone with your insight.
Exactly. All right, gather yourselves. It's time for a pop quiz.
Whoa, this is way more hardcore than the happy-go-lucky stuff at Paperfold University.
The final battle is upon us, and the reinforcements still can't get through. See those crystals? They carry the wishes of deliverance. This is the task Feinen left behind. Retrace the path once taken, I've tried, but I can't move them alone. The conviction to save the world weighs far heavier than the world itself.
In other words, as the hero within his heart, this challenge is practically made for you, isn't it?
Aw, who turned off the lights? This pop quiz even has dramatic effects now.
Endless darkness.
But with just a glimmer of light, we can illuminate this lonely world.
What lies beyond the edge of the light?
Chaos. To bear the name Kaslana, one must first plunge into chaos to seek a path for the primordial light.
Beyond the shadows lies the outline of dawn.
Only by bearing both light and shadow can one traverse the cycles of dawn and dusk.
No worries. Anything's possible if you take it step by step.
The light's spreading.
These creatures... Someone...
His very first wish. He'll never forget what...
That's the ray of hope.
Why? Why is this happening?
Even the deliverer from the sky must have their beginnings in the soil of the nations. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
He never expected that the majestic holy city would be far from the end of what needed to be protected.
The farther his gaze reached, the more weight he came to bear. But in the end, he couldn't hold on to any of it. This crystal is quiet.
A prisoner in the cave can never truly describe the world in its entirety.
Yet even...
The blaze was still not enough. Only by...
The echo in his heart. Deliverer, take the...
We only have half of the mark.
Take this. I'll bring you to the next. That massive tome you're holding must have room for one.
Of course. It can hold the whole world.
Then give me a lift, would you?
Even gods shouldn't skip exercise.
Miss Hyacinth.
Then, with the Trailblaze as witness, the stars shall remember how Anaxagoras refuted the gods.
No need for that. Anaxa, scholar of reason. Keeping it simple makes it easier for future minds to question. Go. The closing act is still far ahead. What is this? A conference?
Welcome! Take a seat anywhere you like.
I'm getting a migraine.
So this was my childhood dream, huh?
Looks good.
It seems like we've been shut out.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Greyfry! You've no laws, no opposition. Just a dying beast and the flame-chased spirit of shared hatred. Ugh, boring.
Whoa. This place is really out of the way.
Imperator, should we tell them?
It's your call.
Allow me to share our findings. This paradise, along with the destruction, seems to be instinctively rejecting both the Imperator and me. Perhaps it is because the era in which Finan was the most active lies far removed from the days of the first flame chase, even in the cycles where he remained sane. His ties with us never went beyond cooperation.
Even trapped in a cage, he hasn't let down his guard. That man's heart may seem hollow, but his hatred is clear.
Wait, so
You want us to join you as...
Indeed. This way, the stars shall remember a great sovereign and her faithful Saridra, Mon and High Sealins, Knight of the Ocean.
Is that book truly the only way for us to leave our names in history?
I believe, as I've written, is but one medium. The remembrance has countless ways of
Understood. Allow me to decline. I'll see you on the battlefield. I would rather be forgotten than be defined. If your words hold true, then we have our own ways to meet again in the world to come.
In that case, I will choose the same. Let the waves that surge within your heart cleanse the sins of the black tide, Greyfry. The storm sea awaits your song of triumph.
You two are still as resolute as ever. In that case, we must double our efforts. A promise to the Imperator is not one we take lightly.
Good kids keep their emotions in check.
That voice! It's the Treevy sisters!
Whoa! There's another one! Over here, too.
Lady Treebios?
Wow! You're little Reenie? You look so grown up all of a sudden! She is not the Cyrene we remember. She is the Demiurge, Titan of Genesis. The one destined to work miracles alongside the hero. Yeah, and we are but Trian and I... You see, these scattered scrolls are so scary and so sad. We need to stay here.
Scrolls filled with horror.
There is no black tide here. But it is a battlefield, all the same.
Miss Odata and...
Nikos 496. Command. Inject interference to redirect decision.
That Tin Man is...
It's time to move on, my child. That God created us, and then cast the cold, indifferent cosmos has never shown mercy.
Child, you've chosen the wrong enemy. And yet, you led yourself into a... Is that not a tragedy?
Snowy's been fighting this whole time. He doesn't want to be... But the strength behind his...
To be a flame is to burn, but it was remembrance that drove him to shine with golden.
His inner struggle, and... If those thoughts take over this... So, we'll use the then we'll defeat the bad...
But if finding an iron tomb...
It means he's still there so that everyone can reach.
So, you guys keep going forward and down. Little Gray, this time, let's give it everything we've got!
Only 2 remain on this flame chase journey.
Figures. They're always leading from the front line.
Nice.
World-bearing lies it. Relax now.
If you're ready, begin the ritual.
Exactly. It's no longer about mending broken wishes, but shattering the frozen despair.